Yeah, it's the 501, baby. You know how we get down on the Whooping podcast. Shout out OD, shout out G Holmes, it's the bad sexy. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, podcast, 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 woo, pig, woo, pig, woo, pig, woo, pig, podcast, football, basketball, whatever you need, podcast, woo, pig, shout out to fans, man, woo, pig, keep the support live, let's get it, podcast, you know we gon' keep it real every time, every single time, podcast, woo, pig, woo.
Yo, good morning. Welcome to the first episode of Woo Pig Podcast, the Daily Cut version, baby. And what is the Daily Cut, man? This is the show that we going to be doing every Monday through Friday, coming to you early in the morning, 7 a.m. Pre-recorded shows. We going to be talking about everything Arkansas Razorbacks. We locked in everything Arkansas Razorbacks. So that don't mean just football and basketball. We coming at you for any and every topic that we want related to the Arkansas Razorback, football players, basketball coaches. Hey, whatever we want to talk about, we coming at you with it. So be prepared every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. for a new video, man. So be on the lookout for that, man. But in this first episode, we talking about Deke Adams, man. Put some respect on his name. We're going to talk about it and why he deserves the respect from the Arkansas Razorback faithful. Deke still doing his thing out here. We signed a 4-star recruit, big recruit out of Oklahoma, coach in Yarborough. We also going to talk about Treylon Burks' career. Is it on life support? And then we're going to talk about a little Calipari versus Eric Musselman. The beef is starting, man. But, hey, we want you to know, hey, this show is brought to you by our sponsors, Insurance Max. Hey, they're your one-stop solution for home, auto, and commercial insurance statewide. Make sure you give them a call, 870-534-2823. West, Caleb, and Sandy, they're going to take real good care of you. Make sure you give them a call. Help support the Daily Cut. Man, and without further ado, my special guest of the day is none other than, man, SEC Mo with me today, man. How's it going?
What's good? What up, Woo Pig fam? How y'all feeling, man? I'm excited to be a guest today, man, on the Daily Cut, man. I'm enjoying it already, bro. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for what y'all doing at the Woo Pig Podcast, and it's always an honor to be on with my bros, man, especially OD, man. What's good, bro?
Hey, man, it's good, baby. I'm glad you joined me, man, to talk about some hogs, man. You know, we love these hogs, man. We passionate. We just a couple of dudes with mics. You know, they say anybody with a mic can, you know, do a podcast and talk about the hog. So I guess that's what we doing then.
I guess so, man. I guess it's just a little bit more flavor in the pot, man.
Hey, that's what they say. You know what I'm saying? But man, let's get into it, man. Deke Adams, bro. Deke Adams gets a lot of smoke on the Woo Pig Podcast. Ain't gonna lie, it's some cats on the show that really think Deke Adams is not that guy. But man, my thing is, do you think that they really giving Deke a fair shot? Is Deke doing his thing? Are the Hog fans giving him a fair shot? Are they really looking at the totality of what Deke Adams is really doing on that defensive line?
I mean, to address the question head on, man, I think that a lot of fans' issue with Deke Adams is the on-field performance. I mean, when you see him in spring drills, you see him teaching nice technique. I heard him say a line to one of the players on some of the practice film the other day. Hey, I need 100% effort from you. You know what I mean? We're about to play some of the best offensive linemen in the country. I need 100% from you every play. And that stuck out to me because he knows what's on the line. He knows the importance of high-level play. But I think that past performance from our defensive line has pretty much gave the fan base a sour taste. But as you can see, man, pulling in a 4-star recruit from Oklahoma, I mean, and then pulling in another kid earlier this week, man. I mean, he's doing his job, bro. Deke Adams is earning his pay at this point because a lot of the big issues another big issue that Arkansas fans have is that we're only getting 3 stars and no star recruits. But this is a high level 4-star recruit edge rusher coming out of Oklahoma, man. And I think we need to give him his flowers on that right now, bro. What you think?
I honestly agree with that they may think that Deke Adams is bringing in 3 stars and no stars. But when you look at the numbers, and they say numbers never lie, when you look at 2024, Kavion Henderson, Charleston Collins, both 4-star recruits, straight out of high school. Yeah. Then he got in the portal. You brought in Anton Jukaj. Yep. Then Danny Salih. You know the big name programs that wanted those 2 guys. So that's 4 guys on the defensive line in 2024. Now, 2 of those guys, they may not have a huge role, Collins and Henderson, but you can bet your bottom dollar in 2025 they're gonna be playing. They're gonna be playing. Then you look at the recruits coming in for 2025. Trent Sellers out of Mobile, Alabama, big long defensive end. Keandre Johnson out of Terrell, Texas. And then you look at Caleb Bell out of Milton, Georgia. And then Reginald Vaughn out of Madison, Mississippi, 4-star recruit. So that's 2 4-star recruits in a matter of a couple of weeks from Deke Adams. Yeah.
I mean, and that's a big deal, bro, especially because Arkansas went through a lot of turmoil last season, man. And even a few weeks ago, bro, we really had no hope for recruiting. We had no hope for Sam Pittman still at head coach. But a lot of that conversation is starting to turn around because we see a lot of positive things going on within the program. Not only at the coaching level, but at the recruiting level. You know what I mean? We see the progression of our wide receiving room with Bobby Petrino as the offensive coordinator. We see the excitement around what T. Will is doing with him and that freestyle that he did that went viral. I mean, all of those things are playing a part. We just need this team to win some games to solidify it all because everything is working for Arkansas right now. Everything is going in a positive direction for Arkansas right now. But is Sam Pittman going to be able to sustain that? Because Deke Adams is doing his job. T. Will is doing his job. Bobby Petrino is doing his job. Not only did Deke Adams get a big recruit, Bobby Petrino got a nice recruit out of South Carolina at quarterback. Yeah. So, I mean, these assistant coaches are doing their jobs, and Deke Adams is pretty. He's earning his pay, man. As bad as we've talked about Deke Adams, man, as bad as we've talked about how he doesn't teach technique and all this and that, he's doing his job on the recruiting trail, and we have to give him his flowers for that, man. I'm excited about it, bro.
I agree with that because, you know, man, Deke came in 2022. I think that was the last year with Barry Odom. So he was running a 3-3-5. So then T. Will came, he switched to a 4-2-5. So, and that was the first year last year. So he had to go out and get guys that he needed to kind of put in to fit the system. He didn't have a true legit defensive end. That's why we had Trajan Jeffcoat, who really didn't come and do his thing. You know, he had maybe 1 or 2 sacks, covered sacks, but he really didn't just go get the quarterback, right? And Landon Jackson, he big. We talk a lot about Landon, but we ain't really seen him just go get the quarterback. We ain't seen him. We haven't seen offensive lines have to scheme for Landon Jackson to stop him.
He hasn't taken that next step that everybody expects him to take.
Right.
An interesting point that I want to bring up real quick, bro. Colton Yarbrough is not only the number 17 edge rusher in the nation, but he is the number 1 player in Oklahoma. You can look at the 247 composite ranking and the 247 just overall ranking, man. He's number 1 or number 2 in the entire state of Oklahoma, and the number 16 or number 17 edge rusher in the country. Now, another interesting thing that I want to bring up is that Oklahoma wasn't recruiting this kid. Believe it or not, it looks like it was either California, the University of Cal, Colorado, Georgia, and Incarnate Word were his committable offers. So I think that it's very interesting that Arkansas is in a position right now to compete with Oklahoma, with them being in the SEC for a lot of top talent in Oklahoma if they're not going to be on those guys.
Yeah.
Kind of similar to what Missouri is doing with Arkansas right now. They're recruiting the heck out of Arkansas right now. And whatever kids that Arkansas isn't necessarily on, Missouri is picking them up, but it looks like we're picking up a lot of kids out of Oklahoma. Yeah.
Hey, and that's good. We need to pick off some kids from other states because, hey, they pick up our best, and hopefully we picking up some of their best. We just got one of the best linebackers in Georgia, not just a few, like last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So it's good that we're getting some of the best players from other states, and it kind of gives us a easier way to look at things when we lose a top recruit. All states lose top recruits. Yeah. So it is what it is. But, man, we're going to move on to the next segment, man. We're going to talk about Treylon Burks, man. But before we do that, man, I do want you guys to do something for me. I want you to experience peace of mind with Insurance Max. Hey, they're your one-stop solution for home, auto, and commercial insurance statewide. Don't wait, man. Call today for a free, no-obligation quote. Secure your future with Insurance Max, where protection meets affordability. Dial now and safeguard what matters most. Wes, Caleb, and Sandy, they're going to take good care of you. Give them a call, 870-534-2823. And, man, let's talk about our guy, man, Treylon Burks, bro. Treylon Burks is an Arkansan through and through. We got mad love for Treylon Burks. It was great to see him playing in a Razorback uniform, him catching balls from KJ, the 5 yards and turning them into 80 yards. Man, he was a beast, bro. He was a beast in the Razorback uniform.
He made KJ Jefferson look like a legitimate Heisman contender, bro. That's how good of a college football player. Treylon Burks was in an Arkansas uniform, bro. Like, that man played hurt against Alabama and gave them fits. Like, he was like one of the main reasons we were even close in that game, bro. So there's no question about Treylon Burks' talent. But we all know that his work ethic wasn't necessarily what we would expect it to be from a player of that caliber. A lot of times, Sam Pittman was saying that he used to want to go, instead of summer workouts, fall off-season workouts, he would go back to Warren and go hog hunting. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, and then come back to summer camp out of shape. So. Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like a lot of that mentality bled over into his professional career, because I know that his first season at Tennessee, he had asthma issues. And it was pretty much, they covered that up. They used the word asthma for conditioning. He had conditioning issues. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's just been plagued by injury. And at this point, man, it's time for him to show up, because I think DeAndre Hopkins is actually going to be out. I think DeAndre Hopkins is hurt right now. So they're going to be looking at Treylon Burks to be that number one receiver, and it's time for him to show up, man, not only for himself, not only for the state of Arkansas, but for himself and his family, because he's only 24 years old. And the man is immensely talented. But what are you going to want your legacy to be? Just a great Arkansas Razorback? Or do you want it to be a great Arkansas Razorback picked in the first round and had a great NFL career?
Hopkins, DeAndre Hopkins will be hurt. I mean, he is hurt. He's going to miss a few games. And they also got Calvin Ridley, though.
Yeah. They got Calvin Ridley, but Calvin Ridley's been out of the league for like 3 or 4 years. You know what I mean? Calvin Ridley has just gotten back to the league, so we don't know what form or version of Calvin Ridley we're going to have. The benefit that Treylon Burks has right now is the fact that he's acclimated to the Tennessee program. He knows the coaching staff. He knows the scheme. And he can go in and play immediately. I mean, he is literally in a position to be wide receiver 1 in Tennessee for however long he wants to perform at a high level. If he can get it done, man, the ball is in his court.
Yeah, I agree. And he has to show up, man. In 2 years, he only has 665 yards, 1 TD in 22 games, bro. That's terrible. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
You can't expect to be on the NFL roster, and these are the numbers that you're producing. He has to be close to 1,000-yard receiver this year if he wants to be around for that 4th year of that contract, because he signed a 4-year deal. And you know, NFL, man, they what have you done for me lately, man? They will cut you quick.
Absolutely. I mean, if he doesn't perform this season, they're literally going to be looking for his replacement in the offseason.
Yeah.
They are going to draft another wide receiver, but he has the opportunity to do everything that he wants. I mean, he has his whole career in front of him, man. But does he have it in him? That's the question. Does he want to dig down deep and really work for this? Does he really want to be in football condition and get it done? That's the question, man. I really want it for him. I'm rooting for Treylon Burks, man, because at that point he's literally one of the only Razorbacks in the past decade to be selected in the first round. He was almost a top 10 pick, bro.
Yeah. I think it was number 17 in that draft.
Yeah. So at this point, everybody's looking at Arkansas like, yeah, y'all got a lot of talent, but y'all ain't getting these guys NFL ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to want to take a chance on a high-performing Razorback player if the last player that we had drafted in the first round isn't performing? It just doesn't look good for Arkansas, man. And I'm not saying it's his job to make Arkansas look good, but at least give all these other guys coming behind you a shot.
I agree with that,
to
man.
follow
100%.
in your footsteps.
I agree with that 100%. Man, let me ask you this, man. What do you think Treylon Burks has to do to solidify himself as the number 1 or number 2 option or a option with the Tennessee Titans, man?
I feel like he has to become a safety blanket for his quarterback, man. Whatever he can do to create extra downs and score points, even if it's just the fact that you catch the ball to put your team in position to kick a field goal, or if you're in goal line, man, be that security blanket that your quarterback can look to always be open and catch the ball. Whether it's a slant, whether it's a drag, whether it's a one-on-one corner route, you know what I'm saying, that you can just go up and grab. He has the ability to do that, man. The man has hands the size of NBA players, man. They had to get that man some special made gloves when he was at Arkansas. The man wears like a 5XL glove. So it isn't a matter of his physical ability. I think he has to get right in the head, man. Like, he just had a baby, didn't he? I think he just had a kid.
Did he?
Either that or he just got married. He either just got married or he just had a kid. One of the two. But either way it goes, man, you want to be able to leave a legacy for your kids, man, and be like, yeah, my dad did that. He was great at Arkansas and great in the NFL. He's got to get it in his head that that's what he wants to do, man. But if he doesn't make his mind up and decide I'm taking over this job, he's just going to be another Razorback that made it to the NFL and then go any further than that, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%, man. But I want to talk about one of our affiliate sponsors, man, Ecamm. Hey, Ecamm is what the Woo Pig podcast, as well as the Hog Wild podcast, this is what the software we use to produce our shows. And I'm telling you, it is a phenomenal product. I won't do it justice. So I'm going to run my little commercial for you guys to show you the power of Ecamm.
All right, how you guys doing?
Wait, how'd you get your video like that? Is that 4K or something?
Right, you got us over here looking like a hot mess.
No, it's actually a powerful live streaming app for Mac called Ecamm Live. You know what? Let me show it to you real quick. So you're able to use your mirrorless camera as a virtual webcam, and you can tweak the colors right in Ecamm Live using their camera effects, and then bring this video right into Zoom, Google Meet, and pretty much any other virtual meeting app. You can even stream directly to Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn and bring in comments right onto the video. And you can customize the look, size, and position of the comments right in the app. Or you can even add your logo to the corner of your video, or yourself, or both. There are plenty of picture-in-picture styles to choose from if you're sharing your screen for a tutorial or doing a presentation, and it doesn't have to be live. You can use it to record a course and eliminate the need to have to edit it later, all in 4K quality. And if you got a green screen, you can set it up right in Ecamm Live, and you can bring that into your different meetings. If you're feeling fancy, you can move yourself into the corner of your frame to do a commentary or a reaction video. You can even add in video clips just by dragging and dropping it in. Pretty much everything's drag and drop. Y'all follow me? Okay, good. So if you want to step it up a notch, you can add some overlays to your video, whether it's a simple graphic or you want to have some titles or other info at the bottom of your screen. You can even add animated overlays like this one or this one. And with Ecamm Live's interview mode, you have full control over the look and feel of your broadcast. And you can add branded overlays to frame you and your guests and look like a real legit broadcast. And you can save each layout as a scene and switch between them with the press of a button. You know, these days between virtual meetings, school, live streams, we on video all the time. So you just want to show up in a way where you can be confident and proud of. And for me, Ecamm Live is at the center of it all. Did y'all get all that?
You were on mute.
Man, I'm telling you, this software is super, super dope. There is nothing that ESPN can do that we can't figure out how to do. It may not look as great as ESPN, but you see how the Woo Pig podcast and the Hog Wild podcast looks compared to other podcasts. Ecamm, by far the best live stream software out there for the everyday Joe Blow, man. I'm telling you, it's super dope. Join Ecamm fam. The link is in the description of this video. Tap into that special discount for those who click that code. Hey, join the Ecamm fam, baby.
All I can do is co-sign that, man. Hey, Ecamm is dope, bro.
100%. It is, bro. 100%. But man, we're gonna jump into this last topic, man. We talking about the number one recruit in the state of Arkansas, basketball wise, JJ Andrews, 6'6" shooting guard, is in a tug of war, man, between Eric Musselman and Coach John Calipari.
Yeah.
And even though we may not be meeting on the basketball court this year, that's USC and in the University of Arkansas, the battle still continues for talent, man. And I thought this was a pretty funny story when I read it, because somehow, some way, Coach Eric Musselman won't leave us alone, man. He's still down here in Arkansas trying to get talent.
Man, you know what, man? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Do your thing.
No, man, you know what, man? Like, it honestly makes sense because not Cal, but Musselman was on JJ Andrews while he was at Arkansas. A lot of people may not know this, but JJ Andrews is the son of Sean Andrews, which is an all-time great offensive lineman at Arkansas. Let me get my camera right. There it is. And this is a special recruit for me because I know his entire family. I've never met JJ because he's so young and his dad's been gone from Camden for so long. But I know his dad. I know Sean personally. I know Stacy, which is Sean's brother. I know his cousins. I know their entire family, their sister. So I know the cloth that this kid is cut from, but I also know that his dad loves the Arkansas Razorbacks with all his heart. Now, I was on Facebook the other day, man, and Sean is excited about the fact that Cal offered his son, man. Sean is super excited about it. He literally said that he was waiting for Arkansas to offer him. You know what I'm saying? Again, to re-offer him. Right. Because Cal, he didn't know what Cal was going to do. Because Musselman had left and Arkansas had already offered him while he was at Arkansas. But now that he's at USC, he didn't necessarily know if Cal was going to re-offer him. But when he got re-offered, he was like, this is the one we've been waiting on. So I think it's gonna be a bigger fight for Musselman than he thinks for J.J. Andrews to lead the state of Arkansas, man. Because that boy, his daddy bleeds Razorback red, and his family does too. So we gonna see how this fight goes.
Hey man, I am super hyped about what Calipari is doing for the University of Arkansas basketball program. I'm just as, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not as excited yet because football season got my attention. I'm super excited about what's going on in this football, but man, I just feel, you know how you can just kind of sometimes expect things to happen with your spouse, you know what I'm saying? You expect when you open up the refrigerator, it's gonna be groceries in there. There's something to eat in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like with Calipari, I'm expecting us to be good, bro.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm already come to an expectation of getting top players, and they come in and do their thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what Kentucky was tripping on. The school. I understand championships is the expectation, but man, sometimes you got to be happy with a winning program, and just a chance to win the championship every single year is enough, bro.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
hey,
I agree with that. And to be honest with you, bro, we as Razorback fans really have to sit in this moment because we're actually living in historical times right now for Arkansas basketball. Mm-hmm. Arkansas, as good as Arkansas was in the mid-'90s with Coach Nolan Richardson, Arkansas has never recruited at a high clip like this, bro.
No.
We're bringing in talent that Arkansas has never seen in one class at one time. You may get a 5-star every other year or in this class or there. Now, I will say that Musselman was the first to do it when he brought in Jordan Walsh, Nick Smith Jr. and Jordan, what's his name? Anthony Black.
Anthony Black, yeah.
Now, that was the first taste of it right there. But what Calipari is doing right now, bro, bringing in the number one the number one point guard in the nation, and then having this opportunity to get the number one back. I mean, bro, it's unprecedented times that we're in Arkansas basketball, and I can't wait to see what he does when this season starts, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be an exciting year for Arkansas sports, I feel like.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah. So we got a lot to look forward to, man, here at Arkansas when it comes to Arkansas Razorback football and basketball, man. So
yeah,
and hopefully, with this podcast, we can highlight some of the other sports and start to bring some attention to them. Because I plan on covering a lot on this show. But man, Mo, I appreciate you becoming, man, the first person to grace the stage of the Daily Cut, man. I appreciate
man.
your willingness to jump on and just hang out and kick it with me for a good 30 minutes, man.
Yeah, this is fun to me, bro. I'm ready to do it whenever y'all want me to come jump on and talk. I'll talk baseball, basketball. I'll talk golf, soccer, tennis, whatever you want to talk about, bro.
My man. Well, man, hey, that's gonna do it for the first one, man. I hope you guys, fans of Razorbacks and the Woo Pig podcast, enjoyed this. Let us know in the comments, man, if you enjoyed this first episode, and if you want us to continue doing it, because we're gonna rock it out, man. And if you don't like it, man, let us know. We'll switch it up. You know how we do. This nothing in stone when it comes to us, man. We fly by the seat of our pants, and we just love talking about the Hogs, man. But man, Mo, again, I appreciate you, baby.
Hey, always, man. Yeah, y'all have a good week, and be blessed, man. Y'all have a good week.
Absolutely. We'll see y'all same time, same place, man, where we locked on everything Arkansas Razorback Woo Pig.
Yeah, it's the 501, baby. You know how we get down on the Woo Pig podcast. Shout out OD, shout out